Don't you think to yourself, I don't want to chase down bosses going to work every single day for the rest of my life? I don't want to see my kids deprived of the basic things that I lack while growing up. I don't want to be scolded and shouted upon by a boss because I took my kid to school and I was late to work. Don't you think to yourself, I want to be excited about waking up every day? I have crazy dreams that I want to fulfill. I want to be able to provide for my family and give them the best life and be with them all around the world with your cars and your mansions. But here you are doing the wrong thing entirely and following the pathway to lifetime poverty without even knowing. Now, this is not a motivational video where I tell you the key to success is consistency, exercising every day, eating healthy, and you have to lock in for 6 months. All you need is 6 months. As much as that is true, it's just like telling a blind man that before you can see again, you have to strain your eyes, remove your eyeballs, and clean the retina, and also do some surgery and remove some wires beside your eyes, and then insert it back, and then you'll be able to see. That advice will do the blind man no good because he is not a doctor. He does not have the facility, the necessary equipment to perform that surgery on himself. How many motivational videos have you watched? Countless, right? But has your life changed? No, you're still in the same place. Because motivational speakers will only tell you lock in for 6 months. But how do you lock in for even 1 month? This is why this video will not be a motivational video. Rather, it will be a step-to-step analysis to how you can go from absolute zero to success, no matter your situation or environment. And I will prove it to you if you stick with me to the end. If you don't have the patience to watch this video to the end, you probably won't have the patience it takes to be successful in life. I bet you have crazy ideas and interesting dreams that end up with you being so rich and so successful and dominating your world. But these are my 3 questions to you. What do you want? Yes, you. What do you want? And how badly do you want that thing? And how much are you willing to suffer to get that thing? These 3 questions are not just motivational questions. They are empirical questions that need to be answered with careful examination and real analysis. Like, what do you want? You have a business idea, right, that can make you successful and become so rich, but you think you have a business idea. What you have is a shabby idea of a business that you don't even know if it will be feasible. Is your idea even realizable? What are the things you need to do to achieve that idea? What are the steps you need to take from the beginning to the end of that idea in order to achieve it? Forget about resources for now. Now, for any idea to actualize, you need action. Now, for any action to become successful, you need 2 things. Number 1 is financial resources. Number 2 is willpower. But you only have one and you don't have the other. You have willpower, right? But you don't have the financial resources. I bet you agree when I said you have willpower. You think you have willpower, but what you have is just desire. You want it, yes, but are you ready to go through the process to achieve it? Alex Hormozi said one thing. He said,
"Everyone is jealous of what you've got. No one is jealous of how you got it."
I love that quote.
Everybody is jealous of the success, but nobody is jealous of the process to achieve that success. That's because this process is rough. If anyone tells you it's easy to achieve success within 3 months or even 6 months, they are lying. And unless you want to be lied to, you can keep thinking that way. Because yes, you can start seeing results within 3 months or 6 months, but you can't achieve the whole success within 6 months. That's where willpower comes in, because willpower is resilience, patience, stubbornness, abnormality, the feeling of invincibility, the obsession. But these are just concepts, these are just motivational talks until you contextualize it to your own personal situation, to your own current predicament. And how do you do that? That's where you start to learn. You start to learn how to apply this concept to your own personal life. You will watch videos, do researches, do everything you can to learn. Do not think about it. Do not wish for it. Do not talk about it. Just start. Act. Dive in now. That's the only way. You want to be a successful content creator, but you don't have a good camera or a good phone or a good studio or a good apartment to even shoot. or a suitable environment to shoot your videos, what is the first step you need to take? One of the first steps is having a phone, getting a phone. Now, okay, after knowing the first step, what do you need to do to get that phone? How far are you willing to go to get that phone? What are you willing to do? How far are you willing to do that thing to get the phone? Can you compromise your morals? Can you compromise your self-esteem? Can you compromise your religion? Can you compromise your pride to get what you want? You will beg if you have to. You will lie if you have to. You will take insults if you have to. To build your willpower is not easy. You have to be desperate enough. You have to push yourself to the limit and back. The beautiful thing about willpower is that money accompanies it. It might not be much, but it will be enough to pursue your dreams. How do I mean? There are a list of things you can do to get enough money, quick and fast money, in order to pursue your dreams. The first one is getting a job, but you have to have a willpower to look for a job and get it. What is required of you to get that job? How do you become competent enough to get that job? Where do you research for the job? You have to have willpower to be able to see that through. Second is doing hard labor, shamefully doing labors. I mean, washing clothes for your friends for money. I mean, going to bricklaying and painting and all these handwork jobs and just being an apprentice to them for the first 3, 4, 5 months. Number 3, which I don't really, advise people because it takes time, and that time you can use in pursuing your dreams, but it's an option, is learning a skill. And at the end of the learning, you render the service of that skill for money. Number 4, which I don't advise anyone to do it, but it's an option, is venturing into an online means like digital marketing or forex or something. Now, let me tell you a secret that will save you a lot of stress, is that the easiest to do among all these things is getting a job or doing hard labor. But getting a job is more easier and will give you time to pursue your dreams. I know getting a job is very, very hard, especially in underdeveloped countries, but you can do it if you can be competent enough for the job you want to apply for. Secondly is you have to do the job the best way you can. You have to be the best. You have to work much harder than the rest to beat them. Number 3 is never forgetting the reason why you are doing that job. You cannot get a job and live the rest of your life doing that job because you want to pursue a dream that you won't live, that you won't be in, that you will be old already before you can achieve that dream. No, you have to do that job as long as it can fuel and fund your dreams. If it's not serving that purpose anymore, leave that job and look for something else to do. You need something fast to actually pursue your dreams at the tender age, at the age that you can. Now, let's get into how you pursue your dreams with the money you make from the job and willpower. The willpower has to be there. First thing to do is research. Research on your dreams or idea. The first step of that is researching, seeking out the professionals in the field of your ideas. Most times they are not easily accessible, but move on to the accessible ones, to the available ones. If they are known, accessible and available to you, ask your friends, your smart friends, emphasis on smart. After you get enough information on this your idea and dream, and then assessing it for feasibility, for realizability, is it realizable? You will start gathering necessary equipment for it. And when I say necessary, I mean only the necessary. You don't want to start a fashion store and start decorating your store to the taste of your customers because you want them to see aesthetics. No, you have to get only the necessary equipment, only the equipment that will keep the business running or your idea running. And don't forget, you're still working that job. Or do you think you would have quit? You must be a joker. Because the most likely thing is that you will fail at that business that you're doing for the first time. And now this brings me to the second topic of mine, which is failure. The chances of you failing at that idea or that business for the first time is almost 80%, which means that failure is imminent. Now, success is actually the ability to fail repeatedly, because if you fail, you get better. If you fail again, you get better again. If you fail again, you get better again until you become the best, because you already know all the risks of failure in that business and you cannot fail again. You have to be able to fail and respawn again. What will keep giving you that power to respawn again is the job that you are doing initially, or the hard labor that you are doing initially, because with that in the picture, you can keep starting again. Yes, you've built it to a particular stage and then it's already growing, and then it comes crumbling down. You can start the whole process again, but better. The next phase of this video is the most important because it is what I call the get serious phase. I was explaining the ideation, resources, money, and failure, and you were enjoying it, right? Because it sounds interesting like a novel, but in real life, my bro, it's a lot harder than that. It's very, very hard than that. It's not easy getting a job, but you can get it if you are serious. We talked about competence the other time, becoming the competent candidate, right? But it's not easy becoming the competent candidate unless you're serious. How do you get serious? You research day and night. Sometimes you just want to sleep, sometimes you just want to play, sometimes you just want to relax, but you have to wake up, you have to stand up and do something at that moment. That is the getting serious phase. Even willpower does not work to that extent. Willpower is just, okay, I will not back down, I will be consistent no matter what. But some days you just want to sleep. You have to get serious, you have to stand up and do it. And I'm telling you, it's not easy, but you can do it. Become the competent candidate, get that job, and never forget why you are doing that job in the first place. You have to get serious with failure. You might think that it's easy to fail and start again. Motivational speakers just tell you fail and start again. You fail more and you start more. You fail more and like as if it's easy to fail and start again. When you fail, the feeling of euphoria, tiredness, frustration, and futility will overwhelm you. You won't even want to hear about the thing again. At that moment, it's only seriousness that will make you not give up and make you start again. Trust me, I've been there and I'm still there. The second phase is get smart phase. After you get serious and you're doing it seriously and going all for it, you cannot afford to not be smart. You cannot afford to fail twice, to make the same mistake twice. You cannot afford to finish watching this video and keep doom scrolling on Instagram or on TikTok, because now you know what to do. You need to close this app, even this YouTube, and start working on it. You need to close those apps, those Instagrams, those TikToks, and start planning for your dreams. You have to study, research, do all you can to know a lot about that your idea or your dream. Part of being smart is utilizing your difference, your weirdness, your abnormality to your advantage. The imp once said,
"Never forget what you are. The rest of the world will not. Wear it like armor, and it can never be used to hurt you."
Be different, be wild, be weird, be the black sheep. So get going no matter what. Never ever back down or give up. You can take a break, you can relax, you can go on vacations, you can take a walk, but don't ever give up. Re-strategize if you need to. Sit back again and look at the whole thing and start again. I don't think I can stress this more than I have already, but you have to subscribe to this channel in order to see more of this kind of videos. And let's achieve greatness together, because with or without you, I will achieve greatness. So you better join the train. Subscribe now, like, comment, and share. Guys.